Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, just in case you didn't know. Now you do know. And today we're going to talk about the 10 things I can't live without. Sort of like 10 things I hate about you, except 10 things I can't live without. Because I do not hate these things at all. I adore them and they make my life better. Starting off strong, these are in no particular order, but my first thing is Invisibobble hair ties. This one is, you know, a little stretched out and such, but I cannot live without these. I don't use other hair ties at this point. And when they get kind of stretched out like this, I'll just collect up all of the ones that are like this, put them in a bowl with some really hot, almost boiling water, and they just shrink back to the normal size. I love these things so much, and I specifically love the Invisibobble Slims. I don't get the minis, I get the slim. They are just the perfect hair tie for me. My hair is particularly slippery. Doesn't matter what I've done to it. If it's freshly washed or like 5 days greasy, it's very slippery in a hair tie, and these are pretty much the only ones it stays in where they don't just rip my hair out afterwards. I cannot live without them. Next up on my list is my AirPods. These things were a life-changing purchase for me. I kind of knew they would be when I decided to spend the money on it a couple years ago. I use them to edit all of my videos. I take them wherever I can. The noise canceling on them are great. Even if I'm just sitting in a Starbucks working, I will turn the noise canceling on just so it's quieter in my brain. And it has been such a game changer to be able to have these pretty much wherever I go. I once almost washed them in the washing machine. They'd been left in a pants pocket. I thought I dropped them in my driveway. I went out looking for them. I thought I ran them from my car, that they were in my car somewhere. And then I decided, okay, I gotta go back through all of my pants. See, like, I was pretty sure I took them out. I had a full-on 3-day-long panic attack thinking I lost these because I cannot live without them. I got the Airpods Pros. I think I have the first generation of them. Whatever is available for AirPods Pros at the moment, they are worth the investment, and I have told that to so many people since I got them. They're so worth the money. Number 3 on my list is caramel frappuccinos. I don't have an example, but I did have one today. I've just since finished it. Listen, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink alcohol. But I do drink caramel frappuccinos, and I don't care that they're over $7 each. I'm not going to give them up. I love them too much. Now, would I prefer that I didn't have to keep giving Starbucks, this huge corporation, my money? Yes. But so far, the only place that has come even remotely close to recreating the caramel frappuccino is the iced chocolate blendy from the Lodge, which is my local favorite cafe, but it's chocolate and not caramel. So if someone in my city managed to perfect a caramel frappuccino version, they will have my loyalty forever. I mean, I'll still get the chocolate ones from the Lodge, but you know. All right, so next up on my list is the MagSafe case, MagSafe magnet disc, and regular pop socket combo that I've been working with for a while. So I have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it has MagSafe on it, and I wanted to be able to connect my phone to the holder in my car, which is also MagSafe, okay? And so I wanted to just be able to like it into my car, right? But I also wanted to be able to use the MagSafe charging and still have a cute case, as you can see, with the purple sparkles. And so I figured out this combo with the disc, okay? And then this is a regular pop socket that I found at HomeSense. I had read some reviews and it said that the MagSafe pop sockets themselves were actually not that grippy for a magnet and oftentimes would just like fly off. Now don't get me wrong, this is not perfect. It does not stay no matter what you do, and sometimes if I push like too hard from the side it will come off quite easy. But for the most part, it stays on there really well. And I love this combo. I cannot live without the pop socket itself. I need that. And I really, like, I'm so happy I figured out how to make this work because it has made my life so much better. And it's easy enough to just pop this off. I will pop this in my coat pocket or the little handle in my door handle pocket in my car, and then I just like pop it on the thing so that I can see Google Maps or whatever I'm working with at the time in my car. Next item on the list you've heard me talk about many times, and it is some sort of hair oil. My two favorites, number one is the Verb Ghost Oil. It's like a thick oil that you put in your hair. I've already done it for the day, so I'm not going to do it again. But it's very light once you get it in there, even though it is quite thick. The only thing I would say is I'm not a huge fan of the smell. It used to be fruitier, but there's another one by Fructis, which is much more affordable because this one's kind of expensive for a hair oil. And the Fructis one is under $10, I think, and it smells pretty great. Very fruity, as the brand name would suggest, and equally as good, the bottle is bigger and it makes my hair feel the same. So and I just happen to, I'll go back and forth between the two depending on how much money is in my bank account at the time I need to repurchase. So this year, with starting a new job, being a mortgage agent, I've discovered that I can't get away with just a paper planner anymore. I need to be using Google Calendar as well as my paper planner. So this next thing on the list is the paper planner in combination with Google Calendar. So I literally today, bought a new planner for 2023. I had one that went all the way to the end of 2023 that started in August, but I'm gonna be honest, carting it around in my bag everywhere, it was looking really ratty already and was just a little too big. So this is significantly smaller, but has a lot more of the features that I like. It's by Kate Spade. I got it at Indigo. I will link any of the ones, like link the Kate Spade ones, because I really like that they have checklists. They come with stickers to start off with, and also each of the days has a checklist. So if you are a person who needs to write a list and check things off to feel like you accomplished something, these are the planners for you, the Kate Spade ones. And what I do is I put all of my appointments in my Google Calendar. I have a lot of appointments these days in terms of meetings and scheduled things as well through my calendar booking on my website. People can book calls with me to talk about getting a mortgage. And so it automatically just goes into my calendar. So I just check it every morning or at the beginning of the week, and I'll put in all my meetings. And then I'll put in all of the other stuff that I need to do, like making phone calls to realtors and making phone calls to potential leads and things like that. And so it's a lot of phone calls and it's a lot of video calls, and I need the paper planner to see my day list of what I'm doing and other tasks. And then in my Google Calendar is where all of the actual appointments are, and it reminds me digitally, like 10 minutes before an appointment. And I need that combo. I need the physical writing things down to remind myself, as well as the digital tracking of it. All right, so this next one I don't have physically with me because all of them are dirty and I don't want to show you my makeup covered cotton pads, but the next thing on the list is bamboo cotton rounds, reusable like cotton pads. I got mine on Amazon of all places. I will link them in the description for you. I'll link everything in the description for you, or whatever I can. These things are so nice. They're so soft. They're like a terry cloth. I've used like jersey cotton fabric before, and it's not scrubby enough. Like it's not, it really just doesn't do what I need to do. I need the little bit of like terry cloth feeling, and I really, really like these ones. Most of them had gone missing in the renovations, and I have like 2 that I've managed to save, and I just keep washing them and then rotating them out, and right now they need to be washed. So yeah, I don't really want to show them to you right now because they are gross, but they wash up really well. I found the plain jersey cotton ones that I have don't wash up as well as the bamboo ones with the terry cloth feeling. I don't know what happened, but they wash up really clean, and the jersey cotton ones do not. This one may not come as a surprise to anybody, but also it might be a surprise. I can't live without these erasable pens. My erasable pen journey started a few years ago when I discovered a local stationery store called Midori, and they sold a different brand of erasable pens. I fell in love. I could never go back, but I found those ones dried out really fast and got all kind of gunky. And then I discovered the their Pilot friction pens. And actually a lot of sewers use these because, like the name suggests, friction or heat is what erases them. So when you're rubbing on the paper, this doesn't like wear down, and it doesn't leave like crumbles like a pencil would. And you can just iron them and it goes away, which is amazing. I particularly like this black one. It's like, what is it size? It's like 0.5 or 0.4. No, it's 0.5. I like the clicky ones. Simply for the click factor. I like clicking my pens. Why? No one clued into the fact that I had ADHD until I was 35 years old, or almost 35 years old. I have no idea, because I was a pen clicker in school, and I would just mindlessly click a pen until someone was like, you gotta stop. And I wouldn't even realize I was doing it. So yeah, anyways, these are my favorite pens. I like all of the colors. I particularly like the black one though, and I like the 0.5 because I find the thicker ones, they kind of, they'll dry up or get gummed up a little easier than the super fine tip ones. Yeah, anyways, favorite pens, can't live without them. Would be devastated if I couldn't buy them anymore. They are quite expensive for a pen though, and they're hard to find. I mostly have to buy them online, and like not really any stores sell them in person unless I go to a sewing store to get them. Something that has literally changed my life and made it better, and made my dog's life better actually, is some smart home products. So I've got a few. I have implemented smart light bulbs that I really like. I've connected it with my Alexa. Don't worry, that's not the name for her, so I hopefully have not set off yours. I also have smart plugs, like these ones are from Tekken. I also have a power bar that is a smart power bar. It's actually plugged in behind our freezer upstairs. Right now I need to get it because it's for my sewing table, so that if I wander away and stop sewing for the day and I forgot to turn off my sewing machine and stuff like that, I can just ask the assistant to turn it off and it all goes off. Like my iron, my sewing machine, and my serger all get connected to it, and then I can just ask it to turn it off. So great. I have one of these plugged into my Christmas tree right now. And I'll take that out when I put away the Christmas tree. It's not quite gone yet. And then, of course, I have a water fountain and a dog food dispenser. I think technically it's a cat food dispenser, but it said it worked for dog food, so, and it does work for her dog food. The water fountain for the dog is actually not like a smart device, but it is something that, like, it just runs all the time, and then I just refill it with water. So that saves me a lot of time and a lot of like wondering, oh, you know, is she thirsty? My dog would just continually drink water all the time. And so this kind of, I don't know what it does, it paces her a little. She knows like there's always going to be more, so yeah. And the dog food dispenser, I have it set to come out 3 times a day with a certain portion of food, so she gets exactly the amount of food she's supposed to have each day, and I don't have to remember whether or not I fed her. Because before, I'm not gonna lie, I was really bad at it, and she would end up eating all of her food at the end of the day, and there was a lot more vomiting situations. And now it just automatically comes out. She used to be a little scared of it, the like tinking in the metal dish, but yeah, and the dispenser itself holds about 2 weeks of food for her. But yeah, and then I know that a big bag of her dog food lasts me about 2 months, so I can budget, but also I know how long it will be. Like, I just bought dog food yesterday, it was delivered yesterday, and I know 2 months from now I'm going to have to buy more, because that's how long it takes because of the measured system. And I'm not overfeeding her, I'm not underfeeding her, it's exactly right. The final item on my list is this notebook. So, and something else. So this is one of the Leuchtturm, I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. It is one of the Leuchtturm dotted notebooks. I got it from Happy Thoughts where I work. It has this paper. Because I'm not bullet journaling anymore, I use this to take notes every single day at work. And I started this in early November, and where am I? I'm already over 50 pages in. I think it has 160. Oh, I'm 69 pages in. And it has 250 pages. So I'll probably go through 1.5 of these this year, maybe more. But it's this combination of writing down all thoughts that come to my brain and getting them out of my brain, but then I put them in my Notion and organize them. So I have this little tab here is for video ideas or like content ideas for my mortgage business. Then I have call scripts for talking to people, just like everything I need. But then in my Notion, I have it like actually written out so I can easily find it in a database, as well as like YouTube video ideas, stuff like that. So this is like my work notes, and it literally just, it says pineapple notes on the side because that's the brokerage I work for. And I don't think I could live without this thing. Like these two, they go wherever I am, essentially. I just wish they fit in my purse. If I had a little bit bigger of a purse, they would, but I like my purse that I'm using right now, so I cannot live without those things. And they make my life easier. They make me enjoy what I'm doing. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure I would remember anything that was said if I wasn't taking notes in meetings, because I have so many of them. And right now, I'm not on my ADHD meds because of some things that I was experiencing as side effects. And so I was like, I can't do this. So I need to write everything down. All right, so those are 10 things I can't live without. I'd love to hear some things that you can't live without in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!